This video is sponsored by Practical Paper Co.
Hello everyone, welcome back. I wanted to show you this not so quite quick video on my Practical Paper Co. reading journal flip through of my 2025 reading journal, since this was my very first reading journal. It's actual Practical Paper Co. notebook that I turned into a reading journal. Practical Paper Co. does a lot of personalization, like you can create your own covers, upload the photo, and they'll print it and laminate it, and you have your own creation professionally printed and laminated. Yay. So that's what I did. I always go through Practical Paper Co. If you guys are interested in anything Practical Paper Co. such as this, use my coupon code PPCJESSICA and get 20% off your order. Okay, y'all. So let's just get started. As you know, this is the beginning. Hello, beautiful you. This reading journal belongs to Jessica. Remember, this is my first reading journal. So this is my book rating and a quote from Maya Angelou. Over time, I have learned I am at my best around books. So this was the index page, and I didn't want it to be blank. So I started doing a list of all my unread physical books that are in my library. Of course, I ran out of space. They're everywhere, and it's still more than this. But I decided to at least use this instead of having it blank in here. So I did that, and that's what this is looking like. Oh, I didn't finish filling this December out. I meant to do that. But anywho, because today is the last day in December, it's December 31st, and I am done reading all the books I'm going to read. I actually finished up a book today, and that was all I have. Of course, I didn't finish handwriting these out. There's only 26 or so here, and I didn't, after I got to the first, I didn't bother. So, but this is the I guess they say pixels or whatever. How many books I read and on what days. That's just how I did it. And then, of course, my shelfie. And then I joined my first book club and did not get past February. I did February, and then after that, I didn't read any of the books. But I still wanted to put the book covers here. I think I'm going to find a book club that just focus on the reads that I like. I don't like these variety. It's too not me. I rather have something majority fantasy. So if I can find a fantasy reading club, that would be perfect. So this is my 100 book challenge, and you guys, I reached 100 books on October the 31st. I was so excited. I was so excited. I did not think I would get this far. Last year, I think I did 46 or so books. This year, I have surpassed 100 books. Yay for me. So the Bookopoly, I never even looked at it or did anything with it, but it was cute to have. Of course, my book of the month, all my books that I chose as my favorite book of the month, I put here. So this is what we got here. And then the book battle, Unshaken won the book battle, and I don't like it anymore. It didn't make 2026. I was over it. I love the idea. I just didn't like it. I might consider doing it in the future if I change my mind, because I did see some people who did these and they used the actual book covers instead. Yeah, that might be better, but right now, so anywho. So here's my 2025. I actually have this here because I was under the impression I was going to use this for 2025 and 2026, and then I changed my mind. So here's January. And these are all the books I read in January. I read 12 books in January. And then my recap, Introduction to February. I read 5 books in February. And this is the recap. And March introduction. And I read 8 books in March. And this is the recap. In April, I read 16 books in April. And this is the recap. And then here's May's introduction. I read 10 books in May. And I remember this one, it was originally, I think, 7 or 9 books. And I ended up reading 2 or 3 books at the end. So I had to, lift some stuff up and redo some things. So I end up replacing this and this, and I read 10 books. So when in doubt, you can always fix it with a sticker. So my birthday month, June, I read 8 books, and this is what the wrap up looks like. Here's the introduction to July, and I read 7 books in July. And this is the wrap up. And August. In August, I read 9 books. And this is the wrap up. Introduction to September. I read 9 books. I think I had to do this one over also because it was 7, and then I read these 2 at the end. And I had to change them from 7 to 9. Yep, I did. And here's the correction. I just put a sticker on top. And then here's October. In October, I read 15 books. Yes, I did. That was so fun. And this is what the wrap-up looks like. Here is November. We're getting so close. November, I only read 6 books, but that's okay. And I had a little interesting experience with November's reads, but I still pushed through. So we did 6 books in November. This is the wrap-up, introduction to December. OMG, look at December. And I didn't even write down here, but I read 12 books in December. And I think it's 3,021 pages if I'm going by memory. You guys, I'm really good with numbers, so let's see if I'm correct when I flip the page. But this is what December is. I just finished reading the Wren in the Holly Library. I just finished reading that. That was one of my advent calendar books that I got. That was one of them. So it was really cool. Very interesting. So this is, I gave it 3 stars. It was okay. It wasn't, but it wasn't bad. It was good. It had some good parts. But it wasn't 4 or 5 stars or anything, but it was still cute. Oh, and speaking of, I forgot to put the stars on here. I'll do that later. But this is what it is. And of course, Zodiac Academy, The Reckoning, Day 1 for the month of December. Started getting into them, so I think I'm on book 4 now. And I'm enjoying this series. So here's the wrap up. I did 12 books. I read 12 books. Oh, yep, I was right. 3,021. And then I just said here that, while my last wrap up, I wasn't sure what books to read this month, so I thought about going with the Christmas theme. And then this got all hooked into the Zodiac Academy. I ended up reading them. So I did a little mixture of both. And I said even with the holidays, I was able to read 12 books. So as you guys remember, I wanted to do some filler pages in the pages after the year was up. So I started doing some experimenting by, throwing different pages in and see whether or not I would like it for 2026. So I did a new release wish list, which is an add-in. So I stuck that on the front here. And of all these books, I just got this book yesterday. I just got this book because I had a $15 gift card at Bullseye store. And they had it for $20.18. So I bought it for $5.18 because I used my gift card. See, yay. So, no, I didn't get this one. I got this second one. I almost thought I got them all. I almost had them all, you guys, all on the wish list. So, yay for me. So, that's what I got. And then you guys seen the video on my series tracker. I wanted to give it a try. So now I got all the books here. Remember, I was talking about that. So that's exciting. So here's the 12 Days of Christmas blind date with the book advent calendar that I purchased from Chronically You. And I was so excited. So these are the books. I decided to take the wrapping and do the book covers of each book that I got each day. So it has the book 1 and book 2. So that's in the description on the outside of the packet wrapped book. So these were the ones that was in number 1 and then number 2. And then I just found some stickers in my stash and decorated and, did it like that. So this is day 3 and day 4, day 5 and day 6, day 7 and day 8, day 9 and day 10. So this is the book I just finished earlier today. And day 11 and day 12. It was a 12 book at calendar that I purchased. So again, more filler pages. I tried the A through Z, and I was able to get all but E, V, X, and Y. I'm going to double check and make sure I didn't get them in December, but I don't think I got any with this on here. So that's what we have. So I thought more fillers. I thought I would do my favorite banned books, and I just found images online of the banned books that someone's art did. I didn't do this. I just happened to pick them, and then I just kind of created a spread. So that's what that looks like. And then did a reading in rainbow. So I've tried to find the different colors and put them here. So then again, more filler paper, but I really wanted to give a big shout out to the author of my favorite book of the year. This favorite series of the year, because I got all her books and the entire series. And her name is Drea Wells. She's also known as D Sparks. Is Drea Wells, but her alter ego, as she says here, is D Sparks, and she writes the dark romance and contemporary romance. So that's her alter ego, as she calls them. So I just took her blurb. This is not something I did. I just copy and paste what she had on her website. And it says she's originally from Texas, but she lives in the UK, so that's pretty awesome. So I wanted to do my favorite author of 2025 and do a shout out or a pay homage to her as well. So I did a spread here. Here are her books as Drea Wells and as D Sparks. I thought I'd do all the jackets and all the books that I could find. If there's more, I don't know about them, but this is what it is. I do have on my wish list to get this. I'm not really into the contemporary romance, but I like to support. It's my favorite author of 2025, so I figured I better go out and get the rest of the books. So this is what it's looking like. I do have quite a few of these books. Like I have this whole series. I just have this ebook. It just came out this month. And then I have these on ebook. I have these in the omnibus book. So I have them, but I don't have this, or this one on the side. These two. So I got 2, 4, 6 books that I need to get on the Drea Wells size, and all the books on the D Spark size. So that's okay, but that's what I wanted to do. I just thought I'd do that. And then my 2025 Christmas TBR. I thought I'd create a TBR list. Ooh, let's see. Did I finish any books? I did. I finished. I did that one. I did that one. Oh, I guess I did them all. I was going to attempt this one, but I DNF'd it. I did DNF. It was too YA for me. The kids was 16 and 17. I couldn't finish it. It was too much. So I ended up DNF that one, but I did try. So those are the only I only did the 3 Christmas books. This one was so cute. A Man for Mrs. Claus. That was so cute. It was a sexy kind of thing, but it was still really cute. I actually covered it up. It was a different book here, but I realized I had read that last year, so I put this one on top, and I read that, and it was cute. So I had printed my labels. These are the labels I put inside of all my books when I purchased them, and I didn't realize it printed so small. So I was like, I didn't want to throw it in the trash, so I decided to kind of make a spread, but I haven't created anything on it. Not sure if I'm going to, but that's what that is. And then again, I started something, and then I tore the stickers off because I wanted to put them in the next one. So here is a spread regarding of course, my favorite author and one of my favorite books. This was my favorite book of the year. It's Hell Knight Academy. It's a series. Love it. It was so good. It was not the typical YA that usually gets on my nerves, and I usually end up either DNFing it or suffering through. That is not this. This entire series kept my total attention throughout all of the books. All of the books. And then, of course, I bought her omnibus. You guys probably saw the video. And it came with the stickers of the characters of this. It was really cool. So I wanted to use them in here. And then I put their names there. And the new book that just came out from her had to do with Esme. So Awesome. I have not started that book yet. I am going to start it for 2026. I just didn't have enough time. So I just put my little thoughts and stuff in here and, you know, did it like that. Little homage. And then, of course, this is the new book for the Trials of Esme. I thought I was going to finish that book this year. And that's why I have the jacket. But I'm going to save it for 2026. And then I have 2 pages left. And that's it of the 2025 reading journal. In the back, I did sit and do all my online purchases and all the books that I purchased. You guys, look at all these books. And I put the prices on there, the ones that were free, the ones that were damaged or returned, the ones I had duplicates. The yellow is duplicates. I had duplicates of quite a few books. So, some I gave away, some I did giveaways. Got a giveaway coming in on the 1st, so stay tuned tomorrow. Yeah, I had quite a few. I did not get rid of this one yet. I might give it as a gift. So this is all of my online purchases. I tried to get them all. There are a couple I think I missed. But the pink is just the 2 books that I purchased recently, but I did not do a video on. Just to remind me. So if I get any more, I can always do like a haul video. But that's it. And then these are all my notes planning for 2026. So I really had finished all of the books. Yay for me. So that is my flip through for my 2025 reading journal. If you guys are interested in anything Practical Paper Co., whether it's a reading journal, notebook, stationery, use my coupon code PPCJESSICA and get 20% off your order. If your order subtotals $50 or more and you're here in the U.S., you will get free shipping. Yay for you. So I hope you like this video. If you do, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget, subscription is free. All you have to do is click that subscribe button down below, and we all part of the same family. Yay for me. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know every time I upload a video. So thanks for watching. Until next time, be blessed.